It's the morning of the task. Prestige Worldwide and Nude Food are preparing their final touches for the task ahead.
Hi guys, how are we getting on? Doing alright with the cooking?
Stressful.
A bit stressful, I think. Jez, what are you doing?
I'm just checking for seasoning.
Sorry, what?
I'm just checking for seasoning.
Oh god, alright.
This is nude food.
We are. Here's the Mexican corner. We have some chili, some nachos. It's Courtney serving some mojitos in the corner, non-alcoholic.
Make sure they know about you. Yeah. They're trying, I think. Taking Loughborough straight to Cancun.
I'm on camera duty here. Scott, anything to say about the...
No, I'm surprisingly impressed. I bumped into a few of the guys in Tesco's last night. I had a sleepless night worried about it.
Yeah. So we go over to the Italian corner, is it? I'm on video duty. We are. Some salad, some drinks.
Beautifully displayed.
Beautifully displayed Italian corner with a bit of lasagna. Yep. Indeed. Bit of garlic bread in the corner there. And around there's lambing, just chilling.
Oh no.
Look at everyone's going on here.
I'm pretty sure everybody needs it.
Just a shout out there, 2 cars blocking someone in. Oh, team leader. Attention and a Fiesta.
Who's a Fiesta?
Cancun in the East Midlands, guys.
Unhealthy.
Spring break, 12 months a year.
No carbs.
Summer's coming.
The eating is over. Prospective students now must decide which team is the victor.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Lord Suger.
We'll start off by saying thank you to you for doing this task. We've got mixed feedback. Rob, team leader for Prestige Worldwide. Good team leader? Good project manager?
Yeah, good organisation.
Good team, Rob?
Very good team, yeah. Worked really hard.
Joe? Yeah. Good project manager?
Fantastic one.
Good team?
Great team, yeah, really came together.
Right. We start off from a few things that have come to my attention. Karen over here has pointed out a few things with Team Prestige Worldwide. A couple of fundamental errors. It's been brought to my attention that a couple of people in your team have been known to do some topless modelling. Craig Holland and William Simpson, I've been told, work for a company called Butlers in the Buff. Why on earth wouldn't you have exploited their talents to at least sway the mother's vote? It's completely beyond me. Joe, glad you kept your clothes on. Marco, correct if I'm wrong. You're Italian. Where are you? You're Italian, eh? You've cooked carbonara before, have you? Yeah. So why on earth was a quarter of your budget spent on salad?
It's very risky, the timing, you know, could be cold, so...
Why weren't you in charge of creating a recipe? A recipe for disaster. Old Mexican theme. Nice, refreshing. You were the first people in here. You had a lot of time to set up. Why on earth wouldn't you have fucking chosen the thing by the door? The back corner, was it? Right. Let's get down to some figures. Nick, what can you tell me about nude food?
Okay, nude food. Very impressive, the ambience, the music, they've done very well. Sometimes maybe too aggressive in their sales technique. Feedback. Overall, great ambience and food. Scored a high 8 out of 10.
Okay. Very good. Russ, Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah, I overheard last night £35 was spent in lasagna. Quite a large chunk of the budget, but judging by feedback, it went down very well. Money well spent. The garlic bread a bit soft, undercooked. I believe we sort of there was some delegation.
Who was in charge with the garlic bread?
Tommy Pointer handing out the garlic bread here.
Who's got? Oh, I could have bloody guessed. Tommy Pointer. What year are you in? First year. You give a first year the garlic bread the first thing people eat through the door. Please continue, Karen.
Not much quiche was eaten, I noticed. Quite a wise decision maybe to feed for vegetarians, possible vegetarians. It was a risk, and the risk didn't pay off, unfortunately.
Just one thing I'd like to say to Team Mexico. I've been unfortunate enough to have a chili con carne an hour before training. And I tell you what, I didn't sit nice in my stomach.
We did actually mild down the spices.
No, I think I've heard enough. Let's get on to the figures, What do they score out of 10?
Overall, good feedback, 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, yes. Okay. Right, guys, well done. I'll be treating you all to a famous restaurant Nando's tonight in Leicester. So be gone. Enjoy yourself tonight. Okay. You guys stay here. There you go. Please hurry up. Out the boardroom.
Sampling that good food. Conkers. Tell me, what does victory taste like? Just tastes absolutely unreal. Prime quality chicken there. Yeah. After a lovely victorious meal, we're just tucking into what's left of the bones left. Savour that.
Right. Who was struggling? Who couldn't handle the heat of the fajita? Joe. Anything you'd like to say about your team? Who struggled?
No one really. We all did fantastic.
So it was your fault, was it?
Yeah, well, I was partly to blame. Being team manager, I'll take it as responsibility.
Everyone here said he was a good team manager. I suppose you're going to stab him in the back now. Oh, you wanted to speak earlier, did we? Anything to say for yourself? Yourself, Hobbs?
Lost for words, Lord Sugar.
The moustaches look bloody great now, don't they? Who did you bring back in the club room with you?
Hobbo and Silky Piece.
I like the reasoning behind choosing Mr. Hobbs, who I feel, from what I've heard from Nick over here, he brought a lot of the ideas to the equation. And the one that was motivating all you losers in some sort of organisation.
You didn't know that. We did bring a lot of the ideas.
So you changing your mind? You're not bringing them in?
No, I'm bringing them in. But
Are you sticking to your guns?
Clearly those ideas didn't work, so...
See you at the ballroom, Joe.
Silky piece. I've heard a lot of your jibber jabber. I didn't hear a lot of it from these guys telling me how good you were.
I was in there with the hard sell, and then I came back in here, and I was in charge of fine detail. I put my top off into it.
Lost for words, I don't know much more to say, but Joe, Silky, Hobbo, I'll see you in the club room. Or one of you will be getting fired. Out you go, everyone. Was there a sort of a lack of strategy in terms of this from your project manager?
Well, I will say, yeah, I think I was delegated the correct role. If you look at my CV and my past experience.
I've looked at it. I didn't see any of it today.
Well, I object, Lord Sugar. I don't like to stand up against you in your own boardroom, but I would say that I brought a lot of creativity to the table. I gave, a lot of heart and effort. Unfortunately, I don't have a...
Heart and effort. It's not paying the bills. Joe, what do you say about who should be fired? Who should be fired?
The piece. Silky.
Anything behind?
Minimal contribution.
I did exactly what I was designated.
I can say anyone that uses the phrase "the piece" in your boardroom should be fined.
Yes.
I mean,
Inappropriate on all accounts. And then, I know exactly what I was
what's
told.
been exempt from this actual boardroom is the fact that Joe, throughout this whole procedure, was completely irresponsible. This morning, whilst bringing the utensils to the chili cooking area, Joe actually reversed into a member of public. and this delayed the procedure by about half an hour.
Some saying it was a racist attack.
Well, I wouldn't like to point fingers, that's your job, but...
This is still panic within the team.
Look, I've heard enough. Your team will, regardlessly, be cleaning up the entire club room. And I have to say, your contribution has been minimal. And Joe, you coming round at sort of 10 to 12 to my home this morning looking for a guitar sort of sums up the whole last 24 hours, in my respect. Silky. I can only agree with what these two have said about your sort of timekeeping. But in terms of delegation and strategy, and things like that not being put in place, I'm going to have to say, Joe, bye. You two, go back to the house, rest up, and some more.
Sugar's been caught by those two in the boardroom. They've clearly seen that I'm a strong candidate and want me out of the process as quick as possible. I think he's missed a massive business opportunity by firing me today.
The search for Lord Sugar's apprentice continues.